The Apple Watch Series 3 is probably one of the most used pieces of tech I use on a daily basis. And I mean, as a watch, this probably shouldn't be too surprising. It's just always on my wrist and I check it countless times every day. It's kind of become one of those things that I use so frequently that I don't even think about it anymore, but it adds a lot of functionality and convenience to my life. So in this video, I'm gonna be showing you guys how I use my Series 3 and why I think it's one of the best deals in tech at the moment. So first, let's talk price. So right now you can get a Series 3 directly from Apple for $199 for the 38mm and $229 for the 42mm. And it's actually the same price over on Amazon, so I'll leave a link to that in the description below. And some people might think that's still a little bit pricey, but I think it's an incredible value for what you're getting, especially when you compare it to something like the Series 5, which starts at $399 for the 40mm and $429 for the 44mm. So let's talk about what that $200 price difference for the Series 5 gets you, because for some people it might be worth the upgrade, but I think most people would be fine with the features that are available on the Series 3. And I'd like to mention that I haven't actually tested the Series 5 for myself, so this is just sort of the factual information about the product. So for $200 more, you're getting a 30% larger screen, an updated heart rate sensor which can now take an ECG or an electrocardiogram, an always-on display, but keep in mind this has been known to considerably reduce battery life. You also get a built-in compass, fall detection, and an S5 processor, which is supposedly about twice as fast as the S3 processor found in the Series 3. And you also get 32 gigabytes of storage compared to just 8 on the Series 3 base model or 16 gigabytes on the LTE model. So those are most of the significant differences between the Series 5 and the Series 3. I will say that the electrical heart rate sensor that can take electrocardiograms is very neat, and if you want to be on top of your heart health, then the Series 5 is probably better for you. I also think the fall detection is a great addition as well. Maybe for more elderly people, this could be a great safety feature. But other than those, I don't see the things like the compass or the 30% larger display worth the $200 upgrade, at least for me. With the Series 3, you're still getting most of the features that I think would make you want to buy an Apple Watch in the first place. So with that being said, here are all the ways that I use my Series 3 in my day-to-day life. First, the feature I probably use most with the watch is GPS tracking. I run probably about 3 to maybe 4 times a week, and using the Apple Watch to track my runs is awesome. I can set a goal to run a certain distance, and with the Apple Watch, I know exactly how far I've gone, and it tells me things like my current pace and my current heart rate, which is really cool. Sometimes I like to do heart rate based runs, so I tell myself, okay, if my heart rate gets above 160 beats per minute, then I should probably slow down. And it's really nice to have all that information available to me right at my wrist. And the watch can track so many more different workouts on top of running. I've also used it to track swimming, biking, you can track walks, hikes, and even yoga. That's why I think the workout tracking paired with the fitness features are one of the best reasons to get an Apple Watch. If you're looking for a way to get motivated to work out, or maybe you've tried working out in the past but just can't build a steady routine, then I would seriously consider getting one of these. Even just the activity rings are enough to motivate me. If I see that it's 5 p.m. and I still haven't closed my exercise ring, then I'll probably head out for a run or do something else that gets me moving. And it makes exercise fun for me, and I really feel a sense of accomplishment when I close all my rings for the day. And all of this information syncs with the Activity app on your iPhone, so you can go back and see all your information from all these different days. I have months and months worth of data backed up on here, and I can go all the way back even to when I had the Series 2 Apple Watch over 2 years ago and see certain runs that I did when I was on the cross-country team in high school, which I find is super cool. So I'd say I use my Apple Watch predominantly as a workout tracker, but I have many other uses for it that I use throughout the day. Every morning, I quickly glance and check the weather to see what I need to wear for the day. I also use the timer app all the time, which I know is pretty rudimentary and not so much a smartwatch feature, but I use it for things like setting timers to study and also during workouts for core exercises or timing rest. One of the most underrated features, I would say, is the ability to ping your iPhone from your wrist. So I use this multiple times a day. Anytime I can't find my phone, I just slide up on my watch, tap the phone icon, and I can hear it pretty much anywhere in the house. It's also great for media control. So when I'm listening to music on Spotify or a book on Audible, I can pause or skip right from my wrist, and I don't have to pull my phone out to do that. Speaking of pulling out my phone to do things, I decided to actually turn off messaging notifications for my Apple Watch. I found them to just be pretty distracting and unnecessary, and repeatedly getting notifications on your wrist just kind of pulled me out of the present moment, especially if I was talking to somebody. I found that just kind of ruined the flow of the conversation. So I turned off messaging notifications and email notifications on my Apple Watch. I guess if I had to send a quick message in class, I might use this feature, but honestly, I haven't used messages or email on my watch in months. And I think that decision sort of represents what I personally want out of a smartwatch. I want to consider it more as a tool that can help me get things done rather than a toy that distracts me from what I'm trying to do. And that's why I think the Series 3 is such a great value. It has pretty much all the features I could want in a smartwatch, and it's still a really affordable price. If you are interested in purchasing an Apple Watch, I'll leave a link to the Amazon page in the description down below. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, leaving a thumbs up down below would help me out so much, so I would really appreciate that, and subscribe for some more content coming soon. Thanks.